Hello, in the weekly video we are going to go through how to do effective door opener meeting or first meeting with a client, a prospect, or even somebody is coming from the marketplace. So you will have different type of clients as you go through. Some of them haven't really know anything about the CDAP program. Somebody already applied and they are just waiting for the advisor. But every type of engagement is gonna be go back to the same route. How you're able to educate them, so you are able to create trust that you are the advisor they wanna talk to. Second, how effectively you are able to understand them and ask questions so they know to work with you, and how clearly you are able to set next steps and quickly send a proposal to close the deal. And this is exactly what we're gonna see inside the business improvement review meeting, what we recommend, teach our advisors to follow. So basically the idea is that you're gonna have a section, let's say it's a 45-minute meeting, you're gonna have like 15 minutes to educate, 15 minutes to discover, and 15 minutes to subscribe or prescribe the items. Obviously things can go further and longer and things like that, but just make sure we have some kind of timeline. So you're gonna use this type of report template for that. And we had everything laid down here, and you don't really need to do so much on that. But when you go through the meeting, you wanna make sure you understand a couple of things. So that's going to be the outcome here, the executive overview. If they don't know what is CDAP, you're able to go through with these. It's basically copy pasted from the website, and you're able to show them the eligibility and even like give them a link to submit their application, go through the program details. So you will have some kind of timeline to go through with them on the meeting to educate. Now that was one education piece. The next education is, okay, why actually we need the plan, why we should have a plan at all. So you have the kind of planning process that how you're able to get to the digital economy, or how you're able to get success with digital transformation. That's the theoretical part. What we wanted to make sure you're going to have somewhat like a conversation starter, that even the technology might be perfect on the bottom and they have their business goals, their business and their technology actually disjoint, and that's where the digital plans are needed, and you're able to go through and flip through a couple of things here quickly to show them how actually you're gonna fill the gap as a digital advisor. The other item is the definition of digital transformation, the really quick 2-minute video. You can watch that or send it ahead or send after that, but you can actually go about educating them that the IT people typically, or the marketing people typically, are somewhat like siloed and they are outside organizations and they don't get all what they need to be able to help the customers. So that's somewhat like an organization needed from the advisor or from somewhat like a plan to make sure that's going to be workable. Now, when you go through a couple of education items here, again, it's pick what's the best for you, for the client, for that instance. You can jump into a short discovery session. The very short discovery session gives you an idea to where to look for problems and where to see their issues. That's a little door opener first meeting to make sure you don't go to the super details, but you're able to kind of surface and see whether it's like qualified for moving forward. That's why we created 3 different gauges. One gauge is the business capability. Hey Jack, based on finance, let's say accounting, financial planning and auditing, how you rate yourself? 0 to 10. Bang. 9. Great. Why this is not 10? Oh, because bam, 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 bam. Listen, 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 listen. Next one, operation. Tell me about your production, distribution, service processes. 0 to 10. 5. What's the problem, Jack? Bang, bang, bang. Listen, 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 make notes. So what you try to do is not to go super deep on those items, see where they have pain points, where they have problems, and collect evidences, what type of outcomes they might need. So for instance, in this organization, one thing is in the operation that they are working with Walmart, and they can't send proper, work with Walmart because this electronic data exchange process is not working, whatever it is, and that's a problem. We listen that. The second thing is that they have business or standard operating procedures are not working. Super. Or in their marketing, their social media presence is not great. So we collect their problems, not what we think is a problem, what they feel as a problem. And you can go through the digital maturity score as a processes, people like, okay, what type of processes are breaking down all the time? What's not automated? Where you have more Excel sheets, things like that. So if you start working on that, they're gonna tell you a lot. And the more they open to you, the best, you can create a proposal after, because you have evidence supporting the case that they need a plan, and the plan is going to solve those problems. And you can go into the technology capability questions as well. So this little discovery can be half-baked, can be real quick, can be completed. You can send those by email before or after, so you can collect those information from multiple people. What I'm trying to say is that this is not a coaching session yet. You don't want to create a plan yet. What you try to do is that you try to service them already, because your competition likely not going to do that. You want to give them something from your value to be able to earn the trust and give first, and after that you're able to send some proposal which is going to be way better than what your competition is going to do. So that's going to be the discovery phase, and after that you can clearly articulate that the CDAP plan is going to be an assessment with certain outcomes, certain process. That's how many hours we're going to work on that. That's going to be somewhat like project planning. That's what's going to be the outcome. That's going to be the process for that. So they see clearly what they're going to get. They might not understand why these artifacts needed yet, but if you say, okay, for your EDI project, we're going to go through and create a vision statement, what you want. We're going to go through the project timeline plan to understand how much work it is, and actually create an execution plan so you can make a decision whether you're going to implement it or not, or how. Oh, perfect. And that's going to be solved. You don't solve it yet. You just give them the discovery process, what's going to help to solve that, and that's going to be part of the CDAP plan. Also for the strategy, you're going to get like a vision statement, the strategy map, the roadmap, how you're going to be transitioning to the digital economy one step at a time over 3 years. And we're going to do this session and this session and this session. So they get clarity that you know what you do. They can sit into this car, you are driving them safely, and they basically understand that they're gonna bet investment and basically who you are. So that's going to be, in the next video, we are going to go through how to make these proposal together. But this is really sitting on this meeting that you are able to educate, identify, discover, and create a smooth plan for them to get where they want to be. Thank you very much. If you have any question, let me know on the hub, and see you next week.